Hey, what's up, guys? This is Guillermo Auto. I'm doing a throttle body and a MAF sensor cleaning on a 2008 Ford Mustang with a 4.0. First, we're going to get these two off, and then we're going to disconnect this hose right here. They're 8 millimeters. You loosen them up, and then you can wiggle this free. Go ahead and disconnect your PCV hose or the vent hose. Here's the throttle body. You gotta be real careful because this is an electronic one, so make sure the key's off and there's no power on. And then you could take a rag and then get the rag wet with some throttle body cleaner. Try to use only throttle body cleaner. Brake clean, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it. I've done it before on the throttle body only. And so you shoot the rag, you never shoot inside of there. And then so you just slowly reach in there and move the throttle plate, and then get the rag underneath. Just where there's black carbon buildup, like on the bottom and on the top. You could also wipe the plate as well, get the edges of the plate clean. And yeah, that's pretty much what you do. You could after you do it for a little bit, you can get your rag wet again and clean it up. Again, be real careful because it has an electric motor that controls it. If yours has a cable throttle, then I mean, still be careful, but you don't have to be as cautious, I guess. So yeah, here's mine. It's kind of cleaned up. Now the MAF sensor, it's right here. You go and disconnect it. You go and push this red connector back with a flathead or something, and then you can pull it off. It has Torx bolts that hold it in. They're Torx T20 that hold this in, and then you go and loosen these up. I'm gonna go ahead and get mine out. And with the MAF sensor, we're gonna use actual MAF sensor cleaner. I've heard some guys say that they use brake cleaner and stuff on them, or intake cleaner. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't recommend it at all. I wouldn't even clean it if you don't have that MAF cleaner spray. So I'm gonna get these out and just go and set these aside. I'm gonna slip these out here. Kind of a long one. All right, so I got it out. Now here's my mass airflow sensor cleaner. You could buy these at your parts store or wherever. Again, I recommend you use only these on your MAF sensors. There's a little circuitry in there. That's what I'm trying to aim for. There's a hot wire in there that is used, and that's what I'm gonna be spraying to make sure there's no debris or dirt or dead bugs on that. The whole thing I'm not really gonna worry about. It's just really that little circuitry spot. All right, so I'm spraying it. Sorry about the bad angle. Getting this in there, and also I'm gonna put it back in when I'm done, and I'm gonna try to let it dry out before I turn the power on and run any power to it. Because it's just kind of covered in wet solvent, so you don't want really electricity running through it. But it should be dried out by the time I get it back in, though. So I'm gonna slide this back in and put my two T20 Torx bolts in it. Go ahead and put these back in. All right, and these don't have to be extremely tight down. You just kind of cinch them down. Always be careful around when you're using plastic. All right, so I got them nice and tight. They're both good. I'm gonna put my little air duct thing in. Run these down. Yours might be either 10 millimeter or 8 millimeter. And also you can use a flathead on them too if you need to. Mine were 8 millimeter on this one. I'm gonna run mine down. I'll put my air hose back on, or my sensor connector. This goes on. It was kind of tough to push back on, so you might need to kind of give it just a little push, and then make sure the red clip goes in, and so it's nice and tight. All right, so now I'm gonna put my breather hose back on, my air intake hose. All right, and that's it. Hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to donate to my channel if you like, and thanks for watching.